What's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. So I'm just out here in the woods, I'm walking around with Zuko, and we're just going to be doing a bit of exploring, and then I'll show you guys how to build a winter survival shelter. So stick around, like the video, and enjoy. Right here there's a big fallen tree with all these dead limbs on it. Those will be really good for making a shelter, so I'll have to remember where this is. Come back to it later. This looks like a good spot up here for a shelter. Yeah, right here in this divot. So the type of shelter I'm building, it doesn't really, you don't build it off the ground. You kind of just, you can find a hole somewhere and then you lean sticks over it and it makes a little roof. Usually in winter situations when you're trying to survive, you want to be having the shelter as small as possible because it'll keep your body warmth in. If you make a bigger shelter, you'll have more space for the cold air to have. It'll be harder to keep warm. So I'm just looking for a small hole in the ground, and I can make like a little roof over it and put some hemlock boughs in there, and it'll be pretty warm. Alright, so I think this is where I'm going to be building my shelter. You can see that it has a big dip in there, and then it has these two spots that come off the top. That'll be really good for building a shelter. So I'm going to start digging it all out and getting it nice and set up, and then we'll find our big sticks, start building. Watch out, Zeus. Alright, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just digging out all this ice and I'm making it deeper so when we lay the sticks across, it'll still be high enough for us to be able to get under there, but not too big. We don't want to get cold. There you go, guys. So you can see I just dug a trench down. You can step down into it. And it's about a foot deep, foot and a half. And so what we're going to do now is find some hemlock boughs to lay down because you're not going to want to sleep on the snow. First of all, because it's cold, and second, it's hard. So we'll get hemlock boughs, and then we're going to lay a bunch of sticks just running along across. And it'll insulate it, and it should be good to go. Go. There we go. Zuko. Zuko, you knocked over the camera. Alright guys, so you can see I've just been building the shelter here. I've been cutting down the big pieces. And you can see it's already starting to take form. If you go down lower, you can see that there's a good amount of space underneath. And above we have these really solid beams that will keep up all the hemlock boughs and snow and stuff that I'm going to put over it. And by the time this shelter's done, it'll pretty much look like the ground. Like, you won't be able to see it because all the snow will be on top. So it's kind of hidden too, which is pretty cool. So let's keep working. I have all these down trees. This guy will go on, and that one. done. Alright, so this is the last piece for all these big logs. So what we're going to do now is find a bunch of smaller sticks and just pile them on top. And then we'll find some hemlocks. That should be good to go. Looking good so far. Really nicely stacked. Got space down there. I'll probably crawl in this way, and then my head will be down here. And my feet will just be sticking out here, and I can put my bag there. Might have like a little campfire there. It's a pretty good shelter so far. Let's keep working. Alright, so these are what hemlocks are. Whenever you're walking in the woods and you see small kind of like trees like this with all the green needles on it, it could be a couple different things. It could be a hemlock. It could be pine, white pine, red pine. It could be fir trees. But the way I tell that they're hemlocks is pine needles have long needles, like a couple inches long, and hemlocks, they just have these small needles coming off these end of the twigs. So that's how I tell. And then the bark is sort of different from pine, but it's pretty much the same. They have the little sap bubbles on the side. It's pretty cool. So that's how you can tell if they're hemlocks or pines or fir trees. Fir trees have like, I mean, they look furry. That's kind of how I tell. They just kind of look more furry than the rest of these types of trees. So what I'm doing now is I'm just gonna grab all these hemlock boughs and we can put them on top of the shelter. It'll be good for insulating and keeping the snow above so it doesn't fall through inside. So let's just chop these down. I'm not gonna take all of them though, because I don't want to kill the trees. I just want to take a little bit. So yeah, let's get working. Alrighty guys, so I just finished putting all the hemlocks on and it looks really good right there. So all the hemlocks are on, the wood's underneath. I'm gonna put a little more hemlocks on there, but I'm gonna need to cut that later. I just want to show you guys what it looks like on the inside right now. So you get in here and step down, and then underneath it goes down along there. It looks pretty good. I'm going to pile some snow up on top of that and it'll be completely insulated. And then when I get in there, I'll cover this up so no air can get in. But yeah, that is the shelter so far. All this snow can go right on top of that when I'm done. Put some more hemlocks on, and then I'll make a fire and we'll have a completed camp. Alright, so there's only one more thing left until the entire shelter is done. And that is to put a bunch of snow on top so it'll keep it all insulated and no more snow can get in and no cold. So yeah, let's get started on that. And then we can make a fire. Maybe I could even make some like tea out of hemlocks or something. Alright guys, so I finally finished the shelter. You can check it out right there. I didn't get all the snow on top, mostly because I didn't have a shovel, so I couldn't shovel that easily. I had to use my arms, and it took me forever to get the snow on, but I can add some more later. It's all sealed up, and it looks really good inside. You can check it out right here. Looks really good. So yeah, the shelter's done. Now what I think I'm gonna do is get a fire going. Just hang out here for a little bit, maybe go hiking up that way. Do some exploring around in the woods. Alright, I'm just gonna collect some firewood. All these dead branches will do good. They'll burn quick since they're softwood, but it'll burn hot as well. And it's dead and it's dry, so it's easy to collect. You don't want to get anything off the ground because that will not burn good because it will be all wet. Alright, there we go, guys. We got fire right next to our shelter. Nice. Just gonna set this down real quick. Get the fire going good. There we go. Alright guys, so the shelter's done, the fire's done, which means the camp is complete. Looks really nice. The sun's still up, which means we still have probably maybe a few hours, 3 hours to go explore the woods, hang out here, do whatever. So, success on the camp, success on the fire. It's really nice. Nice. It's pretty comfortable. Let's even go deeper. Yeah. It's really deep in here. Alright, I just let the fire die down a bit. I think I'm gonna head out into the woods and just hike up this hill a little bit and do some exploring. Might find some cool animals or cool plants or something. I don't know. Just look around, explore. Look at this tree. This birch tree has a pretty weird limb. I'm gonna try to get up there and climb on it. Probably not the best thing to climb. That is not sturdy. Let's head over here. Alright everyone, so I just came back from like hiking around in the woods. Found this weird tree branch thingy, but yeah, I didn't find anything else. I did hear an owl, which is pretty cool. But I'm back at the camp now, and yeah, the fire's died down, shelter's done, everything's pretty good. Holding up really nice after that 20-minute hike. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any ideas of what you want me to do for my next couple of videos, like any overnights or something, or fishing season's gonna come up soon, as soon as the spring comes along. Right now it's winter, so it's kind of hard to go fishing unless you ice fish, which I don't really. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like the video, don't forget to subscribe. See you later. It's just about dark, sun's almost down, fire's died out, camp's pretty quiet.